I'm from Arizona, and I go to Arizona State University.
What up? My name's SAJIN. Go to UNCG, University of North Carolina in Greensboro, and both from the United States. So this is a really new experience for us.
The reasons to choose the Erasmus program, simply put, because it's going to be one of the best times of your life, no matter what. Whether you're going to learn something, whether it's good or bad or both. I know I will remember this experience for the rest of my life. I've grown so much as a person. I've grown so much with people. You know, I've learned, like I said, so much about not only myself, but other people around the world. And I mean, it's just an incredible experience.
Yeah. And I mean, for me being so young, like I'm only 19, I feel like me hanging out with basically everyone who's 20 years old and up, it's like I'm maturing a lot faster because of that. And you just learn a lot of things about people from different countries. You know, when you live in one place for all of your life, you just really like assume all the time, like, oh, well, everyone does things like this. But you ask people and they're like, wow, what are you talking about? And it's just like, you just find things out that you never would find before, and like, it really does make you a more like worldly oriented person. And like, if someone asks you a question, you can be like, yeah, I've been there, yeah, I know someone from there, and that can just start a whole new friendship for you. So I mean, it just leads to a lot of really good things, I think.
So why, Luke? For me,
nobody knows why.
Nobody knows why. No, but in all seriousness, the reason why I chose Luke is because I knew I wanted to study somewhere in Italy, and for me, I know it sounds weird, but I didn't really want to be in a big city. I mean, I don't know if I regret that now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. But, you know, I knew it was close enough to a big city, Milan, but not so far away. And honestly, I knew absolutely nothing about Castellanza, Italy. And to me, that's just a whole new adventure. I like to consider myself an adventurous person. So, you know, just getting to know a different region of the world and seeing how they do things here and getting a taste of Italy, that's basically the reason why I chose Luke.
And it's fun to call like a little town your own. Yeah. You know, like, yeah, go back to Castellanza. Like, Milan will always be Milan, but Castellanza will be like so much more important. Like, we have the fucking Castellanza kebab.
My home away from home.
That
away from home.
never will be replaced, man. And you just have so many things here that are just so like funny, and we all have jokes about it and stuff.
I will always talk about Castellanza kebab. And it was always the latest thing open.
Yeah, dude.
You know, you ate it after you got super hungover or really late night. It's just the greatest.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I had no clue about this program. I just knew this is the only business program I could come to. So I was like, you know what, like, I want to start exploring, because I had just come back from like a trip from Austria like a month before, and I was like, going abroad is amazing. So for this, like, it was just an extension of that trip almost, and like, I realized how awesome it is being here. And I don't think necessarily the place matters, it's just more like the people and like what you do with those people. So like, I'm really glad I chose this place, because I don't know if my experience would have been the same without that. Expectations, same thing.
Yeah.
Didn't have any.
I had no expectations whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I didn't really research anything. I just knew generally where Castellanza was, but other than that, it was just a guessing game. Like I said, I just came here not knowing anything.
And I didn't expect everyone here to be so good at English. Like, it's so impressive. Like, the fact that you can like talk to them, type to them, they can actually like understand your jokes. You can, and not to say like, oh my god, like English is impossible to learn, but I mean, the fact that someone is so good at something and almost as good as something that you grew up with.
Yeah.
It's freaking crazy. And like, I just expected to meet a lot of different people here, which I have. But in the way that I've met them and connected with them, I didn't think.
That's a good point.
It's hard to expect something when someone's like study abroad's gonna be really awesome. You're like, yeah, okay, and now you're here, you're like, Like
Yeah.
I can tell someone the same thing, but they'll never believe me.
They'll
until
never
it
believe you, yeah.
happens to
It's
them.
so cliche, but
Yeah.
it's so true.
So true.
So true.
Experience so far, amazing. Personally, I've only been to Europe once before this, so like me being able to travel so much and have so much access to that, it's a beautiful thing. and it's just like, man, the people here can make it all. I mean, we could honestly have stayed in Castellanza the whole time and maybe traveled around Italy like we do with our Erasmus group. I would still have so much fun, and like the traveling just adds to that fun, and it's just really cool to see like how close these countries are, and like it's so hard to say.
From my
So hard to
experience,
say.
I simply put, like you said, amazing.
Yeah.
I've had so much fun, and so many adventures just came out of nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
just going to Il Gigante.
Going to the train station.
Going to the
too.
train station is just such an adventure. And I've made so many awesome friends and had so many experiences, not only, just clubbing or, going to Florence or Tuscany with unlimited wine. Just everything is always just such a story. I will randomly think of just crazy things that happened, one night or on a Tuesday night, it's shit-faced Tuesday, that wrecked. Like,
oh God.
there's so many crazy things that nobody will understand.
Yeah, man.
But I'll message you, like, hey, remember that one time on Tuesday, the drinking competition.
I'm like, do I remember it?
Do I? I don't know, you tell me. But my experience, it's just been so incredible, and I'll truly cherish it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and like we were saying before, the 6-month experience or 4-month experience, perfect amount of time to spend with these people. And then you can always use that experience somewhere else and meet up with these people again. I mean, to be here for this amount of time, like unless you got an unlimited budget and you're a baller, it basically makes the most amount of sense, and it's the best 4 months that I think I'll ever have in my college experience and maybe the rest of my life. Suggestions of taking the program.
Really know what you're getting yourself into, but at the same time, just go for it. Just do it. I mean, there's no other way. There's really no way you can plan for things that are gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's always that sense of being prepared, of course, but at the same time, you kind of just gotta go with the flow and adapt to the things that happen. Things are not always gonna go your way, but that's what the experience is about. You grow so much as a person because you figure out, how to overcome that, and just have fun.
Yeah. And I would say the smartest thing to do is, in terms of like maybe planning, is plan like your expenses. Plan what you can do in terms of that. But don't come in with expectations of how much fun you're going to have or who you're going to meet or anything like that, because you don't want that, because you don't want your expectations to be met. You always want them to be exceeded. So if you come in with none, you're going to end up like so much happier, and you're just going to have so much fun. And you shouldn't be like, I feel like here you shouldn't come somewhere expecting for it to give you a certain experience, because that's almost like taking it out of your hands. Like, you should be in charge of the experience, and it should be important to you, and you should just let things happen.
Definitely.
Always being in control.
Yeah.
It's so good though. It's so good here.
And as everybody here has heard me say already, it's what you make the best of. You make the best of everything. So it's what you do. Put your destiny in your own hands.
Nothing will ever replace this experience. It's a fucking amazing experience. So I would suggest anyone who's even thinking about it, you just need to stick to your gut and just go for it. Like,
just do it.
Like, don't take too long. Like, I'm so happy I did this when I'm this young, because that means I have chances to grow in other places and continue my experience and just keep on meeting new people.
And for me, I knew this was my last chance. I've always wanted to do this. It's always been on my bucket list to study abroad somewhere in the world, and I am so happy I decided Castellanza, Italy. I really am.
Yeah. Small place, but it's a great place. Yeah. Alright. It's nice meeting you guys. Virtual handshake. Be sure to like and subscribe to
And
our
share
man
it.
Jorge's channel. He's doing a lot of really cool stuff that a lot of people here aren't doing, and like this is just the things that he shows you guys are just a glimpse into what we do. So you should really follow it because it can also become like your inspiration to do the same kind of thing.
Agreed.
It's really good.
Thank you for watching.